guys, it's Hazel here. So this week I came with something new and different from other weeks. So this week I'm trying to do a Q&A session just to talk about why I started to do YouTube, where did my name come from, why am I Hazel, and to answer some questions that you guys have asked. So let's get started. So the first question is, why do you speak English? And why do your friends speak English? So I personally lived in California for 10 years, and then I also went to exchange student or a study abroad program last semester to Washington DC, so that's why I speak fluent English. The reason why my friends speak English is because my major is international studies, and in my major, all my major classes and courses are taught in English, so that's why we inevitably have to speak English. So now it's come to the point where speaking English is more comfortable for me than speaking Korean, even though I live in Korea. Even with my friends, I usually mix a lot of Korean and English, and when I have to speak in Korean with my professors, they usually notice that Korean isn't my first language or my native language because of my pronunciation and how it's so like smushed together. It's like, it doesn't sound like Korean to me. I feel like I'm speaking English when I'm speaking Korean as well. And my friends are like, yo, are you speaking Korean or English? Like, they ask that too. I use like a mix of English and Korean in my daily life as well. And then even like outside of my school friends or my university friends, because they're all my major friends from like international affairs and international studies, the reason why still a lot of my other friends speak English is because I'm in an intramural club called KIDA, and KIDA stands for Korean InterVarsity Debate Association. So yes, I'm a nerd who speaks English and debates in English with other college students, but I mean, girl's gotta do what she's gotta do. So in that intramural, we basically all speak English. We debate in English, so basically English is like a premise if you want to join that club, and that's why a lot of my friends speak English, and I feel comfortable speaking in English with them as well. So that's why I speak English. The second question is, why is your name Hazel? So I lived in America for a total of 10 years. So the first time I went to the States was when I was 2 years old, and at that time my mom gave me the name Eugene, so it was Eugene. And that name I didn't really like because people were saying, isn't that like a guy's name? Like, are you a guy? And I was a really self-conscious baby back then. Like, I was like chubby cheeks, and I was like, I don't want to be a guy's name. Like, I want a girl's name. So when I came back, I came back to Korea when I was 7 years old. So I lived there for 5 years. So I came back when I was 7 years old. I kept using that name Eugene, and then I had a chance to go back to America when I was 12 years old. So at that time I was like, you know, I'm just gonna use my legal name, which was Eugene. So my Korean name is Eugene, and I was like, okay, you know, I'm just gonna use my Korean name. So people started calling me Eugene back then. So from 12 to 16 years old, when I lived in America for 4 years, I used Eugene. And then I came back to Korea when I was a junior in high school in Korea. So I used Eugene until I was probably like well into college as well. And then I had a chance to go study abroad, and I was like, you know, I'm sick and tired of people not being able to pronounce my name. They pronounced it like what, like Yeojin, Yoonjin, Yuhin. Like, I don't even know anymore. But they started pronouncing my name really weird. So I was like, I want an actual like American English name that people can read and pronounce. So that's when I started thinking, and I thought of Hazel. So people ask me why I thought of Hazel, but I think it was just like random. I wanted something unique that nobody has, so that's why I thought of Hazel, and that's how I got stuck with Hazel. So at first when I decided to go with Hazel, everyone was like, you're not a nut. People started calling me a nut, so it was like, Hazelnut, you're a nut. So I basically identified myself with that as well. And then how I came with a WiseHazelNut was, I don't remember the exact story, but this is like a name that my friend gave to me as well. I think I was calling myself Hazel, and I told someone that I want to be wise, and he was like, then you can be a WiseHazelNut. So I was like, you know what, I kind of like that name. I think I'll go with that as well. So that's how I became a WiseHazelNut. So that's how my YouTube channel came to being. I honestly didn't give this channel's name that much thought because it was just like a name that I was using already on Instagram. I was like, okay, I'll just be like a WiseHazelNut. That's how I became that. So I have a lot of questions that I got from my friends. So the first question is 즐겨보는 유튜버는 누구 있을까요? 저는 Joanne Kim and Lenny Jung. Like, they're bae. Sometimes I look at Whitney Simmons, like I look at those fitness YouTubers. I look at those fitness YouTubers to get motivation, and I never end up working out. But I mean, they're still worth a look, right? The second question that I got is 일 앞에 언니 최애 맛집 궁금해요. Oh my god, there's so many good food places in front of Ihwa. Oh, so good. Oh my god. Just to name a few, I love salad, the WiseHazelNut place, where you get salad. I love maratang as well. Like, maratang is my fave. When I'm broke, I go to Alchon because they have the cheap options. It's so good. Also, if I'm craving dessert, I just get like a Subway cookie. You can get 3 cookies for 1,000won, which is like $1, I guess, ish. So 3 cookies for $1, and it's so good. So good. So good. Oh. You have to try it. Oh my god, it's so good. Okay. And then 옷은 주로 어디서 사시나요? So I buy my clothes from all over the place, to be honest, but mainly Zara and 8 Seconds for the top, and for my pants I go to H&M because my physique is not really an Asian body. Like, I'm tall, I'm not like stick skinny, so there's not a lot of options for me to buy clothes. Like, I can't go to the underground like 지하상가 places, 강남 or 잠실 or 고속터미널, because those clothes just don't fit me, either because they're too short or too tight. So I have to go to either Zara, like an American brand like Zara, or American brand, more like a Western brand. So I go to either Zara or H&M to shop my clothes. And honestly, oh, this is from 8 Seconds, and my pants that I'm wearing right now, I'm wearing jeans. These are from H&M. Like, these pants, like, I die for H&M pants because they're the only ones that actually fit me. And now I'll go to the TMI questions that no one really cares about, but just interesting. Oh, I got like a interesting question about what is your biggest fear? My biggest fear? Losing you. Actually, I think my biggest fear is losing the people that I care about, really. Either whether it be my friends or my family. I think I rely on them a lot, so I think I actually am afraid of losing them. Do you miss me? I know you do. Yes, I miss you. I miss you. The person who asked me this was actually one of my flatmates from exchange last semester, and I actually do miss her. I miss you, Ali. Go subscribe to her channel. It's Yo-Yo Ali, I think. Sorry if I'm wrong, Ali. And then 안경 쓴 견과류 로고 언제 만들 거예요? So I've been telling my friends that I'm gonna make an intro and outro using like a nut-shaped character, and I just haven't got to it yet. Like, I have so much schoolwork at this point. I haven't gotten around to it yet, but I will do that soon. I will. 유진 씨는 언제부터 그렇게 이뻤나? 원래. And then, why do you love me so much? I do. And then, who's your best friend, excluding yourself? Since I was a high school student, I learned that you're supposed to infer from the passage. And based on the person who asked me this question, which was Pepper, I think Pepper's question was, do you like Pepper better or Oli better? So I'll say I like you both. Oh, last questions. How many Oreos can you eat in one sitting? So the reason why this question came into being is because last semester I binged on Oreos. I would buy like a whole like family pack, like the huge sized Oreo, and I'll finish that in like 3 days. I'll put that in the freezer. Oh my god, frozen Oreos are the best. You guys have to try it. I'll put that in the freezer, and then after like a week it would just be gone. So after doing that for like 3 months, my weight was just like whew. But to be honest, if people gave me like a whole pack of Oreos and told me to finish as much as you can, I think I could finish like a whole family-sized pack in one sitting. Like, I love it that much. It's so good. Frozen Oreos. You guys have to try it. So that was my Q&A. More like a TMI session, but thanks for watching.